Hey folks, if you joined us for the live feed last night, on the IG, you will remember one of the failure modes was cap too loose, cap too tight. Meaning, on this piece here, my daily driver, I pull this off, and it has a certain amount of force to push it in and turn it. That's controlled by the squeeze on the O-ring. So I did a little experiment. And this right here is an 18.2 groove, which is the median. And I feel it's a little bit, it could be tighter, I think. So what I'm going to do is take one of these 18.3s, which means the groove is 1/10 of a millimeter larger in diameter. How much is of 1/10 of a millimeter, you may ask? It's barely larger than a hair, depending on where you pluck it from. I'm going to try to... I should have gloves on. I don't. I'll give one of these to the beta guys. Sorry, guys. Fingerprints. So I toss on 2 O-rings. Put the first one in the first slot, and I'll try to roll it past the second slot, and then roll over it with the second O-ring. That's the trick there. Again, really so impressed and entirely happy with the quality of these machine parts. All right, so this should be a little tighter going in. It's a little tight on the, it's about right on the twist. But it's a little tight. So, I mean, we're talking about a difference of a 1/10. If this had some feature to it, and we will eventually have the logo here, but it's so super smooth that, you know, what you really want is it to press in firmly and be able to rotate. So that's too much. I'm going to call that too much for my taste. So, you know, this one is actually, now that I think of it, it's pretty good. But it does confirm the tolerancing. If I go a little bit high, that's what I would get. And I'll let the cats out of the bag. Let's get all the cats out of the bag. We'll give all the beta members each one, and I'll ask them in a blind test which one they prefer. So again, you just bloop. You can even do it with something in your hand. Bloop. Can go over the first O-ring, the second O-ring. All right, this should be a fairly loosey-goosey. Ooh, that is definitely a fail. That is a slide out on its own. Does not capture the O-ring at all. So it goes to show how sensitive this thing that can cause a failure, just a couple human hairs on a dimension. Well, we're going to have to put that on the critical to quality list. We look for failures, we find them, we fix them before we deliver things to you.